on second down, they'll run with White. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs,
and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Patrick Mahomes taking it in. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out...
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
They saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those two... Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also.
Now Mayfield lost the football.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And Ingram hauls it in. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. Now Mayfield.
I like that one, partner.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Evan Ingram, 40 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Let's go. You tighten up. Check 15. Attack.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And it's a short kick taken out beyond. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Dawson tacks on the point after, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd and a couple, Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground with White. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Third and short yardage. Mayfield. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw, Mayfield. Now he's flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Benjamin Watson there to make the grab. And the Patriots get a score closer. He took the hit when he threw that ball. Maybe the O-line just thankful that that worked out for a touchdown.
Yeah, because, you know, their pride is don't let that guy get hit, no matter what, under any circumstances. But anytime it pays off in a touchdown, they'll figure out how to block a little bit better going forward.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 1st down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
I got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a carry for White. Pushing through the contact. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll run for it. This is White fighting through. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They go play action. Mayfield found his target. It's Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Mayfield now. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and short. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge, right?
There's no
Maybe
doubt
some
about
pretzels, too, some hummus. Go crazy.
See, we've learned.
Go crazy.
We have learned the Madden.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard to believe they score on the final play, and then for some salt on the wound, they go for 2 just to widen the margin.
Not to mention, they already had the lead when they scored on the final play. So I don't know if everyone on the team is a fantasy football player, and they're like, hey, get more points for me.